What is happiness? I'd like to start by taking a few seconds for you all to think about what happiness means to you, including you, Rachel. As we heard, happiness is a very subjective topic. People can be happy by being millionaires, being rich. They want to be really rich, like Donald Trump. Or they want to save lives, like they can save babies' lives. That would give them happiness. Or you can teach students new skills, how to play instruments. That would bring you happiness. So it's very important to find happiness. And personally, for me, I'm happiest whenever I work hard and I'm able to see the results, what my hard work has earned me. I'm also happiest whenever I have good, healthy relationships with friends, with my family, because it's just part of who I am. I like being social with people, and it's really important to me. And this is how I plan to achieve that. Acumen. Acumen is the ability to make good judgments and quick decisions, especially in, a niche area. So for me, my example is business acumen. I want to be a financial planner, so obviously I need to know a lot about finance. I needed to be able to make quick decisions, and if I were to be a minute late on a stock that a client wanted, I could potentially lose them thousands or even millions of dollars depending on how much I'm investing with. So it's very, very important to be able to make wise decisions quickly, especially in financial planning. My second word is bellwether. Bellwether is basically a fancy word for being a leader or someone who takes initiative. Now, this sheep is a real bellwether because it's got a bell around its neck and it leads the whole herd or sheep or whatever you call them, flock of sheep. It leads the whole herd or flock, and because of the bell, all the sheep know to follow that one. It's the leader, it's the sole leader of the whole group. Now that's very important to me because I don't really want to work for another person. I'm the type of person who wants to be my own boss. So that means in the future I want to have my own wealth management company. Now that also means I have to be the leader of that company. I have to make sure it's performing well, I have to make sure everyone's doing their duties, and that's just part of being a good business leader. And if I'm not initiative, I wouldn't be able to find clients, which is extremely important if you want to have any sort of money. Okay, third word, conviviality. Now, basically this is just another fancy word for friendliness. Friendliness is really underrated, I think. People don't understand the power of friendliness. There is absolutely no downside to being friendly to everyone you meet. You could potentially make new friends. For me, I could potentially make new clients. I can avoid making enemies. I could change people's days. It's not hard to be friendly. And especially as a CFP, you don't want to be a jerk to your clients or mean or come off that way because they hire you. Like, I have to be friendly to them. I have to do what they want, even if it's vain. And my final word, see pattern going on here, magnanimous. Now this is something extremely important to me. Magnanimous means being generous and forgiving, or just being generous in general. But I like the whole forgiving part, because just as this picture says, forgiveness is allowing ourselves to move on. All the time I hear people complaining, oh, this is actually coming from my mom, but like, if I hadn't gotten divorced or whatever, I would have been able to have this much money. But she keeps living in the past and holding on to that and using that as a crutch for her excuses. And there's other people, like, I guess for myself, I can say, like, in a project, for example, one of my friends didn't carry their weight, and so I would blame them, oh, that's why we got a B or something like that. But really, and like that hurts my grade or something, I'd hold on to that. Really, I should just let that go, because it's kind of the forgive and forget type of mentality, and that's something very important because you can't go back in the past and change what's already happened. So there's no point in stressing yourself out even more about something you can't change at all. So, it's up to you to decide how you want to utilize all this information I've just thrown out at you. But happiness is entirely up to you, and you decide what makes you happy. These are the words that I believe will help me achieve happiness in the years to come, and this is how I will find it. I will not be a fool who does not take his own advice, because these words, if I live and die by them, I will be a very, very successful financial planner, because it incorporates everything you need. Friendliness, knowledge, decision making, leadership abilities, that's all you need to be successful really in the business world. And I will not be a fool, and I will take my own advice.